This feels so familiar.
Her heart is filled with light. Not the slightest touch of darkness. Just the kind of heart I need.
For what?
Imagine with me the most glorious of futures. 7 of the purest hearts, each overflowing with light. When brought together, they grant the power to rule all worlds.
What do you mean?
Why, that key you hold. The Keyblade, is it called?
Where did you learn that name?
That trinket is the only way to obtain the hearts.
No more games! Where is Master Xehanort?
Impudence will get you nowhere, child. If you wish to learn more, you must retrieve the heart of Aurora.
And why would I ever want to do that?
It's not a matter of why, but of will. In your heart, there is darkness just waiting to be awakened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps not yet. But I have power over sleep. And I can awaken what's inside you. Then you will be free to be who you truly are.
Remember, the darkness lurks in every heart. Darkness is our foe. Would that we could be rid of it. You must destroy it. Push the darkness down. Give it no quarter in your heart.
Nice bit of resistance there, Terra. Like, seriously, nice bit of resistance. You lasted a whole 10 seconds, and now Maleficent is 1 of 7 hearts down. I don't know how it takes her 10 years, but she is 1 of 7 hearts down.
Here it is. Just what I've waited for. To think that all he spoke of was and will be true.
What? How did it... What did I do? What did you do?
You speak as if I pulled some invisible strings. No,
But you did.
You couldn't be further from the truth, child.
Don't be a lying bitch,
I
Maleficent.
simply whispered to the darkness you already held inside.
How could I do this? Finn!
Yes. Now, you want to know where Xehanort went. Well, that I cannot answer. He disappeared into the darkness. But now I know the Keyblade is necessary to gather hearts. Join me. Collect 6 more hearts of pure light. Then we will rule all the world together!
You seem to be mixed up.
And by
I'm a
together, you
peacekeeper,
mean
not a
me as
tyrant.
your underling, because I distinctly remember... Oh, shit. Something's wrong here.
For a peacekeeper.
I distinctly remember in
You're
Kingdom Hearts
often
1, you dumped
exceptionally
every
poor.
single Disney villain who'd helped you already,
Remember,
just so you could rule the world
the
yourself.
darkness in your heart cannot be held back by force or strength. Now, my work here is done, as is yours. Wasn't there someone you needed to chase?
Wait!
You know, it's because you did that stupid move that she got away, Terra.
The Unversed. They're gonna bring down the castle. I have to do something.
Well, apparently the Unversed are strong enough to take out a castle. I don't know. Well, we forged a D-Link with Maleficent. In fact, this is the only character with which Terra D-Links that Ven and Aqua don't, so... Take from that what you will. The Moogles are back, as I mentioned before. And this is how you get all of your extra commands with which you can continue building. This will be the same case when we play Dream Drop Distance, but that's like way off in the future, so for now, at the very least, we can go out and sell some things that we're not using, like those ethers, so we can get ourselves some more things that we will use. Poison, confuse, sleep, new different powerful spells that we'll be able to use, and I think some of them are only available in this game. I guess they didn't like the other things. Oh well. Alright, let's give ourselves a few more potions, and then we're good to go. Open up this box, which should be the map. Now, in this game, which is very nice, you only need to get one map for the world. So remember in Kingdom Hearts 2, where we had to go out and get like 6 or 7 different maps? Now we don't have to. Thankfully. I'm quite thankful for that. And this is sleep, so I just wasted 100 money on nothing. Now, what are you supposed to be? Attack recipe. So now when we're making a basic attack command and we're melding it, we will be able to see what we'll get out of it. So if I mix Quick Blitz and Sliding Dash, we'll get Strike Raid. And I will give the Soothing Crystal. And we got Item Boost for an ability. Let's put Strike Raid there. And we'll use Zero Gravity? Yeah, let's use Zero Gravity. Why not? And then we got the attack recipe and the Wayfinder. And the abilities over here. Abilities are bonus skills tied to commands. Just install the command to gain its ability. Abilities boost stats or provide special skills. Gain a new ability by adding synthesis items when melding commands. Auto abilities are permanent and don't have to be installed in your deck. You gain an auto ability by raising a command with that ability to its max level. So, we have Scan, which lets us see the HP of our enemies, and then 0 XP up here, which will let us prevent ourselves from gaining experience. So if I wanted to do a level 1 challenge, I would do it here. Birth by Sleep is probably the easiest of the games to level 1 challenge, but beside from that, you have Item Boost, which boosts the potency of items while you're in the field, so now we don't have to worry about any of them shenanigans. None of them shenanigans. Like, none of them, man. None of them. I don't know. We don't have to worry. That's basically what I'm telling you guys. What we have to worry about is apparently there's an unverse that's about to destroy the castle. You know, and even with all that noise it's making, apparently all the people that are sleeping in said castle are not waking up. Though I will point this out, this is probably Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance are the worst offenders in the Kingdom Hearts lore for having hardly any NPCs to talk to that aren't like story driven. Like, I think there are only a handful of NPCs in both of these games where you can't really talk to anybody or gain any information. It's mostly just empty worlds filled with Heartless or Unversed or the enemies that are in Dream Drop Distance. But whatever. Maleficent's D-Link is mostly based on fire and electric attacks, as she is a sorceress and becomes a dragon. Fortunately, Terra won't have to deal with the dragon. But one of the three probably will, because we are technically following the plot lines of Sleeping Beauty, so yeah. Alright, Thunder Chaser, as you can see, you basically command when electricity comes out from the sky and murders your enemies. I think it's fun. Not my favorite of the D-Links we get. In fact, my favorite D-Link is one that's so good only Ven and Aqua get it. Terra's not cool enough to get it. We'll worry about that later. First, I want to... That's not what I clicked, but okay. I can buy Strike Raid. I want to buy a Quick Blitz, though. And then we're gonna take... I think we're okay, actually. So let's just regain our health so we can have that Quick Blitz to use for later, because the issue with Terra being so slow is that early on in the game, he is, like, useless. He's very slow and can get hit by people who wombo combo, or enemies that wombo combo. It doesn't really happen that much early in the game, but there are a few bosses that will. In fact, we're actually coming up against one of them now. I don't know where that fat unversed went. I guess he just decided he didn't want to play anymore. Oh well. Killing the unversed. It is so much fun. Actually, it's not. It's kind of tedious. But Terra, once you get him to... Once you get certain commands for Terra, he becomes very useful. Like as of this moment right now, Terra's pretty useless and probably the worst of the three. But Terra actually does not have that steep of a learning curve. If you're good with getting powerful attacks off, you'll probably do really well with Terra. I won't say he's the best character. I won't say he's the absolute best, but I find a lot of fun using Terra once you have most of his commands unlocked. Actually, I wouldn't even know who the best is. I guess Aqua by default then, because I don't like using Ven personally. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Boss fight! With a giant spinning wheel. This can only lead to good things. Let's use Sonic Shadow. No. Let's use Sonic Shadow. Deal a bit of damage to him. Now the key to defeating this unversed is basically take away its toys. The unversed, as you would see, is a giant spinning wheel, so if you take away the spindle and the wheel itself, it's effectively just useless. Because if you don't, it'll start flinging things at you and zapping you with energy and shit that you just don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with it, and I shouldn't be having to deal with it again, but I have to because my external hard drive is a piece of shit. But hey, hey, bad touch. What is with the Kingdom Hearts games and bad touch? I seriously do not get along with this. I think every Kingdom Hearts game has that bad touch moment. Actually, for Kingdom Hearts 1, it was more or less the manga that had the bad touch moments. Like, I think it was the 3rd volume, or the 4th volume, or one of them. Wherever they fight Ursula, where she just, like, starts strangling them with her frickin' tentacles. I know, I've seen a lot of animes where things can go very wrong from there. Or very messed up from there. But then, after that, you get the frickin'... Those pirate heartless end up kidnapping Sora when they land in Neverland. Only in the manga, though. Ow! I won? I thought I had more to do. Apparently I was doing enough damage to the unversed without hitting his toys?
It's my fault her light was...
I'll take it.
It was because I was weak.
I'll take it and I'll run with it.
I'm sorry. I'll get your light back. Once I learn to stand up against the darkness.
Spoilers, he
Lord Master Kane
fails.
would imprison the light.
I mean, to get Aurora's heart back. Maybe he won't fail to stand up against the darkness. You don't know.
Do
I
they
don't
have an
know.
answer?
Actually, yes, I do know.
7 pure hearts, each completely void of darkness. Such a search may take some time.
It'll take 10 whole years, but we'll eventually accomplish our goals. And hey, we got a crappy Keyblade! Yay!